Fantasy Chronicles 1, The Lair of the Dragon. If you ever decide to enter a dragon's lair, there are 3 things you must never do, unless you want to end up charbroiled. Stealing the treasure and living to tell the tale is the only understandable reason for such madness. First, make no sound. Move like a butterfly's flutter. If the dragon is sleeping, waking it is the last thing you want. Second, silence isn't enough. Dragons know every scent in their lair. If you smell like an intruder, you're already lost. Third, and most important, never go in unless you can defeat it. And remember, you can't lie to a dragon. Dragons can smell a lie like smoke. But that doesn't count as a separate rule, because who's going to start chatting with a dragon? Those who follow these 3 rules, and have a bit of luck, may find in the cave not only gold, but also legendary weapons, magic stones, and relics stolen from entire peoples. Want to see for yourself? Come with me. Right now, someone is entering the lair of a terrible dragon. It was a boy. Entering isn't quite right. He had been thrown in. He tumbled down the slope, a golden slide the dragon had ordered installed to speed up tribute deliveries, and came to a stop near the center of the cave. The crash was deafening. To make matters worse, his entire body was covered in little bells. Clang, cling, clong. Even a deaf marmot would have heard him. The dragon opened his eyes. He reared up, unfurled his wings like a curtain, and scraped his claws against the rock. His breath kindled embers in the darkness. But when he saw a battered, disoriented young man, reeking of a nauseating stench, he hesitated. He wrinkled his snout. Not even his own lair smelled that bad. This did not look like a hunter, but like some poor wretch condemned to die. Even so, something about him was unsettling. Dragons are fierce and greedy, but above all, they are curious. And Smekol was surprised when the young man calmly rose to his feet, gave a slight bow, and spoke.
"Oh, Smekol, great dragon, forgive my noisy entrance. Since I'm already here, it is an honor to behold your power and your magnificent hoard."
He walked cautiously through the cave, pointing out different pieces.
"These jewels could only have come from the master dwarf smiths of the north. This sword bears the mark of master elven smiths. And of course, there lies the great spear, Helyra."
The dragon slowly raised his head. When he spoke, his voice thundered throughout the cave.
You know how it ended up in my claws, don't you? The last knight who dared to save everyone learned that I was quicker than his spear.
Helyra rested less than a pace from the dragon's chest, gleaming and always within his sight.
Enough. You still haven't answered me. Why are you here?
The answer is simple. No one threw me in here to watch me die.
No one. I counted 6 men by their scent and the weight of their boots. You will not fool me with cheap lies.
Oh, you've misunderstood me. We both know that only a fool would try to lie to a dragon. They threw me in because I asked them to.
Smekol clicked his fangs together. Instinct urged him to burn the young man alive, but curiosity proved stronger. To intimidate him, the dragon exhaled a blast of flame that lit the cavern vault. The thunder of his roar sent tremors through the stalactites.
Splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jhorx, and I already know what you're thinking. Why am I not afraid? Simple. This isn't the first time I've entered a dragon's lair.
Smekol frowned.
I know the 3 rules. First, stealth. Second, leave no trace of your scent. Third, never go in unless you can defeat the dragon.
Smekol tilted his head. Jhorx had entered making an enormous amount of noise, unarmed and reeking. None of it made any sense. The dragon narrowed his eyes. He decided to set a trap. His nose for lies had never failed him.
Then tell me, have you come to steal my hoard?
I'm not here to steal your hoard.
The truth rang clear throughout the cavern.
And tell me something else, little one. Have you come to kill me?
Nor am I here to kill you.
Another truth. 2 impossible truths. The dragon felt something slipping beyond his control. He never took his eyes off Jhorx. A cave, however, has many corners where darkness can muffle a footstep. Suddenly, the pieces fell into place in Smekol's mind. The noise, the stench, the endless chatter. It had all been designed to hold his attention. He understood. There was a plan. Smekol made his decision. He would finish the young man at once. He lunged forward, wings spread wide, claws extended, and then steel stopped him cold. A spear pierced his back. His roar split the air and ricocheted off the walls as the Colossus collapsed upon his own hoard. Another young man emerged from the shadows, taller and more powerfully built, still crouching behind a column of stone. Ascalion, the dragon-slaying spear, gleamed in his hand.
We did it, Jhorx, and even so, I think I had it worse than you. How can you stay so calm?
Jhorx smiled and embraced him.
I trust your stealth and Ascalion, Theron.
But that monster almost.
Calm, my knees are still shaking. I told you, all we had to do was follow the 3 rules.
Between you and me, with that stench you're giving off, the dragon forgot all 3 rules at once.
Then the men who had been waiting at the entrance came inside. Villagers, craftsmen, and soldiers who had suffered beneath the dragon's greed for years. They had not come to plunder. They had come to reclaim everything Smekol had stolen. Family jewels, ancient banners, temple relics, tools forged by their grandfathers. One by one, each possession was returned to its rightful owner. The echo of the dragon's roar slowly faded, as though the cave itself were finally exhaling. The dragon had learned his lesson too late. You cannot lie to a dragon, but you can deceive one. And when wisely chosen, cunning can serve justice. The cathedral bells rang out in triumph. The light of dawn set the stained glass windows ablaze. A dragon defeated, a people at peace. Sometimes goodness arrives quietly, with trust, with truth, and with a friend by your side. Listen closely, children, for I do not tell mere tales, but the living memory of this world. A world called Elarion, where light and darkness intertwine like eternal rivers, where sacred treasures lie hidden beneath the sign of the dragon, where ogres believe themselves invincible, lording over a bridge for no good reason, where great kings decide before whom to bow their hearts, and where the three sacred weapons await their reunion. Here, every shaft of hope stands against the shadows, and every creature, no matter how small, guards one of creation's secrets. Creatures of the world of Elarion. The Lumillion. The Lumillion never sings, but its light alone is enough to inspire hope. It is a small bird with golden plumage and dark eyes. Its feathers neither burn nor dazzle. At dusk, they give off a gentle glow, as though they had preserved the final light of day. Its tail divides into two long feathers. When a Lumillion is young, they barely extend beyond its body, but as the years pass, both feathers grow longer, until they form two luminous trails that float behind it as it flies. This double trail of light is what makes every Lumillion unique and unmistakable. Chroniclers mention it as a harbinger of victory or a happy ending, and some believe it accompanies heroes without their ever knowing. And so, when the horizon begins to turn gold, all you need to do is look to the sky and wait. Perhaps, among shadows and dew, a Lumillion will appear, reminding us that there will always be a tomorrow. The glass butterflies. No one knows where the glass butterflies come from, or where they go. Their wings look as though they were made of glass, and when moonlight passes through them, they reflect colors no painter has ever managed to capture. Children say that if a glass butterfly alights on your shoulder, you will remember one happy moment forever. And for those who know how to stop and contemplate the wonders of creation, Elarion always has small marvels in store. Along its roads, you may encounter a cheerful little musician hedgehog, capable of filling the silence with joyful melodies. Near rivers and ponds, merry otters play between the water and the shore, forever restless and playful. There are also the good-natured Domplis. They are small, home-loving creatures with round bodies, large feet, and faces that are always smiling. They wear simple, colorful clothing, enjoy a peaceful life, and have a clumsy yet endearing way of turning any place into a happier corner of the world. For Elarion is home not only to heroes, kings, and dragons. It is also enriched by those humble creatures that fill the world with music, joy, and kindness. And so one adventure ends, and an even greater one begins. Don't miss the entire Fantastic Chronicles series. 1. The Lair of the Dragon. 2. The Invincible Ogre. 3. A King for All Seasons. 4. The Light Beneath the Mountain. 5. The Fall of the Shadow, Part 1. 6. The Fall of the Shadow Part 2. Available now on Amazon in Kindle ebook format. Included with Kindle Unlimited. The original soundtrack is available on Spotify on the Luxtis channel.